So I want to start off by saying that today is one of those days. It reminds me of that song by Limp Bizkit called Breakstuff. You don't know the song, I'll put a link in the description. It's one of those days in the sense that looking at myself in the mirror again, and it's ironic because I spoke about it yesterday, again feels small and insignificant, and it feels like I'm not making progress. If it happens to you, it happens to everybody at some stage. It's part of any journey that you're on, whether the journey is you stopping drinking or stopping smoking. You're going to get discouraged, you're going to feel like you're not making progress, you're going to get cravings, you're going to think, oh, what's wrong with me? It happens to me on a regular basis. You know, I might not always just say it, but I'm not perfect, this journey isn't perfect, but that's why I'm here, and that's why I want to share this stuff and talk about this stuff. Heck, I mean, I didn't even finish my exercises. I skipped like 2 exercises. I was like, fuck this shit, fuck this gym, fuck everybody, fuck the world. And I was like, fuck. And I just decided, fuck this. But you know what? It's okay, it's fine to feel that way. If it happens to you, take it on the chin. It's in the past, it happened. Just carry on with your day like normal and then start over again the next day. Just don't get caught up by the process, and ultimately don't lose yourself in whatever journey it is that you're busy with. So actually what I want to talk to you about today is being blessed. Bloody garden services completely threw me off what I was busy saying, so just got to get my bearings again. What I'm trying to get to is that I'm blessed every single day of my life, and I believe every single person out there in some way, shape or form is also blessed. We just tend to overlook those blessings, tend to take things for granted in life. I sometimes have to stop and kind of be mindful of what it is that I have in my life. Just being able to buy shit like this and shit like that, all the other stuff in my house, couch, this camera that I'm recording this with. These are all things that at the end of the day, after about 5 uses, we kind of forget about it. And we think, oh, you know, there's so many other things that I haven't got in my life, but what about all the things that I do have in my life that other people don't? For instance, I'm blessed to be alive, so should you. Being alive is an amazing thing. To have people in my life that care and love me and vice versa, that's another amazing thing. I'm blessed to be able to have my own business where I'm able to make 6 figures a year, working my own hours, my own time, that I don't have to report to a boss, sit in traffic, or anything like that. I'm blessed to have my freedom. I can do what I want. I can come and go as I please. I don't have to report to anybody. That's an amazing blessing. I'm blessed to have my health. I'm not sick. I hardly ever get sick. I don't put any negative energy on any sicknesses and illnesses. A couple of years ago, I used to worry a lot about illnesses, and living in Africa you have to deal with some serious illnesses and diseases around, and you kind of worry about these things, and psychologically starts affecting you and your body. Being healthy is an amazing blessing to have. I'm blessed with a healthy mind, being able to form my own opinions, my own thoughts, think for myself, create things. These are small, insignificant sounding things, but if you stop and think about it, they are amazing blessings to have. And I'm not the only one to have these blessings. You just need to stop focusing on what you haven't got and start focusing on what you actually have got. And once you start doing that, amazing things will start happening. Let me lay some law of attraction shit on you today. The more you count your blessings, the more blessings you'll have. Write that shit down. Let me give you an example. About 2 years ago, I was earning about $40,000 a year. Now, I use dollars because, you know, the international audience, brand wouldn't necessarily mean anything to you guys. Now, that's 5 figures. So in the online marketing industry, they talk about the different figures. 3 figures would be $100 for instance. 4 figures would be $1,000, 5 figures would be $10,000, 6 figures would be $100,000, and then 7 figures, which is the big daddy, would be $1 million. So I went from 5 figures up to 6 figures and being my own boss. So as I was saying, 2 years ago, I was earning about $40,000 and I was working a 9-to-5 job that I absolutely hated. I spent 2 to 3 hours every single day outside of the 9-to-5, sitting in traffic, being part of this rat race. Now, that's fine for some people, and if you one of the people that are cool with that, fantastic, that's your prerogative. I, on the other hand, just always been kind of against the grain, almost like a salmon swimming upstream. I never used to see myself as part of the sheeple. So for me, I hated it every single day until one day where I decided, you know what, this is enough. I literally walked in, spoke to my boss at the time, we had a chat, and I said, you know what, this is not for me anymore. I literally packed up that same day and I left. That was a big step for me, but had I not taken that step, believed in myself, counted my blessings, and persisted in what it was that I was going to achieve, not maybe, but as a fact, achieve, I wouldn't be where I am today. 2 years later, I'm earning more than 10 times that a year, purely because I started realizing my own blessings in my own life. I started becoming grateful for the things that I did have. And the funny thing is, the more gratitude you have for the stuff that you have in your life, and I know this sounds like hocus pocus bullshit to most of you out there. I can't explain this shit. This shit just works. The more you worry about money, the less money you will have. The more grateful you are for the stuff that you do have, the more stuff you will end up getting. And the same goes for any goals. So why am I telling you this? Well, simple. I'm nobody special. I had my fair share of shit in my life, but I never gave up. The more gratitude I showed, the more things started happening in my life. And now it's become a sort of an institution in my life. I'm always grateful for what I have, and I always give back. People always wonder and ask me, why do I give money to beggars on the street, and why do I do this? I'm not a religious person. I don't go to church, and I don't go and tithe and give money to churches. My tithing is by helping people, whether it's through my business or whether it's helping a beggar on the street. That's my way of giving back. Heck, doing this video, I don't have to do this video. I do this because I feel that there's so much shit out there, so many people that take the piss out of you, so many people that take you for rides, that it kind of needs to be said. The truth has to be said. You can't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in a month without being on something. It's a silly example, but this is my way of giving back to society, is by being honest about stuff that people take the piss out of. The point is, if I can do it, so can you. And as always, I'm Roo, and I want you to write this down. I'm going to say this again. The more you count your blessings, the more blessings you'll have. Stay humble, stay kind, stay grateful. Peace.